My name is Alec Anderson Doyle the first.
Where are you from?
I am from right here, which just so happens to be Buzzards Bay, Massachusetts. It's my parents' house. I've lived here for 20 years.
Have you ever left? Have you ever gone anywhere?
Well, yeah, I mean, I've gone like on vacations and stuff. I've been to San Diego, I've been to Florida, but I mean, like, it was all when I was really young, so yeah,
Okay.
it was like family stuff. I went to New York City for the first time like last month.
Born and raised here. Do you want to get out? Do you want to bust out of this place? Bust out of this joint?
If I can just get out of my parents' house, that'd be a feat of it on its own, which I mean it is obviously. But to get, you mean like to get out of this town?
Yeah.
And the state, maybe? Yes. I mean, I'd like to, as we've talked about it before, move to Boston. That'd be kind of cool, but expensive. And I don't know, I don't really have my eyes set on anywhere else that I want to live. I kind of really like it here. I could find a house like 2 blocks over and rent it out with my friends and be perfectly content. Cause like, I mean, this is where we came from, you know what I mean?
So have you done music your whole life?
7 years, or 8. I started playing guitar when I was 12, got more serious about it when I was like 14. Played for, well, I still play guitar, but I didn't start playing drums until, like, I didn't start playing drums seriously until about a year and a half ago. But I've been playing thanks to like Rock Band and my friends' drum kits since like 2010. So about 4 years I've been playing drums off and on. A year and a half I've been playing it seriously. But yeah, it's my whole life. Everything I do has something to do with music. Whether, I mean, even if it's just like me going to school, it's me going to school so I can live rent-free at my house and spend my off time playing music. And now that I'm done with school, I'm gonna get a like more solid job and just start paying rent to my dad, I guess, and hopefully save up some money to eventually move out of here. But more importantly right now, it's just about the progression of my bands.
Bands, that's plural, so you're not only in Bottomfed.
Yes, I'm also in a progressive experimental hardcore band called From the Makers Of.
Okay.
We're influenced by like At the Drive-In, The Mars Volta, The Fall of Troy, Protest the Hero, Number 12 Looks Like You, that kind of stuff. It's like, has like jazz influences, has metal influence, has punk influence, but we like to keep it within like a certain vein of music. It's not like we're super all over the place, you know what I mean?
Where do you see your life going with music?
Up, 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 up. As long as I can just keep practicing and getting better by myself and with both bands, I mean, I don't see any limit for us.
Yeah.
I just want to be able to set aside the time and for everyone to be on the same page about where we want to go and just work towards setting goals and working towards them.
What are your own personal goals for music? How would you like to see your bands go?
It's a good question. Well, like I said, I mean, I definitely don't practice enough. Like, so I want to just be able to have like a good live show, or like an amazing live show, really, because I want to be able to, you know, be amazed. I want to amaze an audience as much as my favorite bands amaze me, you know what I mean? And I know that it's just about putting the time in and practicing more than anything. I need to be able to know these songs like the back of my hand and be able to know the new songs. And yeah, more than anything, I just want to be able to have fun and just keep practicing and playing, because that's why we're here.
You live with your parents, so they're still together, and okay, cool. Your relationship with them is good? Yeah?
I mean, like, they give me a reason every day why I want to move out, but I mean, I still love them and I'm grateful for everything they've done for me. I mean, they've dealt with me for 20 years.
Yeah.
I've only been like conscious for about 17 of them, because, you know, your brain isn't that developed for the first 3 years of your life, so, you know.
Yeah.
They've got more years on me, and I respect that. But I cannot wait to get out of here.
Yeah.
I will say that multiple times.
So you've had a relatively good life overall. You feel like you've.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, some of my best friends are actually like children of divorce and stuff, and myself, Ryan, and like Tom are the only kids I hang out with that, oh, and Luke too, that like whose parents are still together, and it's like it's a completely different world. I don't even know how to like begin to grasp it, and like my friends and from the makers of are like all three of them are children of divorce, and they're like some of the strongest people I know. I have so much respect for them, like, and not just because of that, like that doesn't even factor into it, but I mean it does talking about it, but I have respect for them for everything else, and that's just in addition, I suppose. They're my friends regardless of their background, you know what I mean?
Are there any traumas in your life that you're comfortable talking about?
Death has not ever really hit me that hard, and I've gone through the deaths of 3 grandparents, and I don't know what it is about it. I don't know if it's because I was really close to my mom's father, and now that he's gone, more than anything I wish, well, I mean this goes for all of my grandparents, but like now that they're gone, more than anything I wish that there's so much that I wish I could have talked to them about at an older age. But you know, can't always do that. But I think that, I mean, obviously no disrespect to my grandparents, but because of my dog being around for 10 years of my life and being like essentially the light of my life when I'm here, that she's getting old now. I feel like that when she passes away, that's probably going to be the most difficult death for me to deal with. That may sound weird, but I don't know. Like I said, death's always been really weird with me. Like someone, like a friend of ours died a couple weeks ago, and it's like it doesn't, I don't even know how to describe it really. It's weird. It just doesn't feel real. And I guess maybe I just brush it aside and think, okay, like I'm not seeing this person dead, it's not really happening, whatever. But it does happen, and I feel like it's probably just gonna like all come at once on me one day, like that. But who knows? I mean, if that's all I can really talk about in terms of trauma. Like one time I was like 8 with my brother in a car, and he had gotten in a front end accident, so he had his hood tied down, and a tractor trailer truck like drove past us on the highway, and the wind broke it so that the rope like came loose, and the hood flew up and shattered the windshield, and I was like 8 years old in the front seat with no seatbelt on. And I mean, but the thing was, like the windshield didn't like shatter, and it didn't fully shatter. It like broke, but didn't like come out of the frame of the windshield. So I mean, we didn't get cut up by a bunch of glass or anything, but that was still like one of the scariest moments in my life, hands down. Like at 8, no seatbelt. For the first time I'd ever sat in the front seat of a car without a seatbelt or anything like that. Like my brother just got his license, and and that happened, and I was like, okay, sit in the back, see ya. Nope, trying to live, thanks.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So you've not really dealt with any like relationship emotional issues or gone through anything like that?
Well, everybody has.
Well, yeah, but
I mean, like I could put, as I do with my friends, or I used to put like everything on blast about that. I mean, yeah, everybody's, maybe not everybody's been like cheated on, or just like had a bad relationship, or, you know. But yeah, I mean, I've had my fair share of that. My first girlfriend was rough. I'll leave it at that. There's a reason that I'm dating the girl I'm with now. She's like the best girl I've ever known. Shouts out to Rachel.
How long have you guys been dating?
About 3 months now.
Where'd you guys meet?
At shows.
Oh, really?
Yep. She's friends with my friend's girlfriend, so we met that way.
All right, cool.
They're like best friends.
Well, in regards to like the uncertainty of life, how would you suggest someone handle death in a family or death of a important member of their life?
Talk about it. Like with anybody, if it bothers you, talk about it, because that's like that's the easiest way to deal with any problem. A lot of people will just bottle things up, and I feel like that's what I'm doing when it comes to death. But yeah, it's important. I can't stress that enough. Communication with anybody is important. I think that's something that we're starting to lose sight of, and I don't want to just say that because like of people in the 21st century saying it for the sake of saying it. I really think that even I am very culpable in that regard. I feel like if I wasn't in a band, I would probably not leave my house as much. I mean, that's a force. I don't know. That was a bit tangential, but you know, I think that just being able to talk with anyone about anything, whether it's death or just a problem you have, that's the most important thing. Is to like, if you have a relationship, don't starve it, basically, because it'll turn on you if you do. Being in a band, since that's why we're here, is tough as hell. It's really hard because not everybody's on the same page all the time. Not everybody can get work off for a show or for a practice, or just to be able to practice like once a week. And like and school makes that harder. Me not having a car makes that harder, even though like both bands practice in my house. It's like to be able to go over to someone else's house and work on parts.
Is there anything else you could see yourself doing outside of music, or the pursuit of music?
Working with dogs, definitely.
As like a veterinarian, or just like a dog trainer? Or?
Dog trainer. I'd like watch people's dogs. I'd like work at a shelter or something. Anything that I could do to just be able to hang out with dogs all day and make money doing it. Oh, that'd be great. If there's anything else that I really wanted to say, it would be just to, if there's something you want to do, to sound wicked cliche about it, like you just have to put in the work, like work hard, stay humble, make good connections, meet new people, don't be afraid to talk to people. I am myself a very shy person, and people probably take that the wrong way, because like when I'm hanging out with my friends, I'm a completely different person. I'm loose, and like sometimes it may come off as like a jerk if you don't know me and I like make some joke, but you know, it's the 21st century, sarcasm is everywhere, and not everybody gets that. But yeah, I'd have to say that if you want to do anything, you just have to work for it. You have to have clear goals, you have to know exactly what you want to do, and then do it. And find people that will support you for doing that, and people that want to do that with you, and just, you know, all that stuff. Like this right here is a perfect example of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.